2NURFM News for our sponsor Guardian Jewellery, Toronto Town Square and the Esplanade, Warners Bay.
It's 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Fardell with 2NURFM Hunter News. The state government's come under fire over changes to workers' compensation. It's claimed could see Hunter coal miners lose up to $226,000 in death benefits. Under the amendments, lump sums paid to dependents of workers killed on the job would be increased from $424,000 to $750,000, with coal miners to be covered by industry insurance. But CMFEU District President Peter Jordan says workers can expect benefits to be passed on.
How does the industry look a coal miner in the face and say, we understand you work in a tough, dangerous industry. We don't believe your life's valued at the same as anyone else. That's why it's just a normal course of action for us to discuss this matter with the appropriate bodies and have the matter fixed up in due course.
A man claiming to be from the Australian Taxation Office or the Commonwealth Director of Public Prosecutions is attempting to scam residents in the Hunter. The scammer phoned at least 20 residents of the Hunter region on Thursday and told them if they did not pay what they owed a warrant would be issued for their arrest. The man is giving a phone number for you to ring, and when you call back you are asked to provide bank account details. One of the numbers the scammer is using is 0261003027. Central Hunter Acting Crime Manager Inspector Mitch Dubosky is warning residents not to give any details over the phone. A review of the 1050 bushfire scheme has been welcomed by its improvements to the scheme, which provides better protection for critical habitats and animals in the Hunter. The improved scheme lists more than 15 recommendations to introduce greater environmental protections, while also stating that residents should retain the right to protect their homes from bushfire. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott MacDonald, says people should be aware of what vegetation they are clearing.
We certainly don't want people using it as a means just to get rid of what they would regard as nuisance trees obstructing their views and these sorts of things. So we'd ask people to use their common sense. If not, talk to your council, talk to your RFS local brigade.
A Maitland man has been arrested over child pornography charges after making contact with the fake profile of an 11-year-old girl online allegedly discussing sexual activities. Detectives from the Sex Crime Squad's Child Exploitation Internet Unit arrested the man at a hotel yesterday and charged him with using a carriage service for child pornography material. He was granted bail and will appear before Maitland Local Court on September 7. Anyone with information about internet predators should call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. Hunter residents suffering from chronic illness will be able to effectively manage their illness from their own home with the introduction of the telehealth support system. Every participant of the system will receive an easy-to-use tablet device which remotely monitors their vital signs on a daily basis and sends the results to a registered nurse who checks the data and makes contact with the client. Integrated Living Australia CEO Catherine Daly says the telehealth system will allow nurses to monitor the conditions of people in their own homes.
The telehealth vital health signs monitoring allows people to manage their own health. They see their readings every day. Those readings are triaged. They go to our RN, and our RN is looking at those readings and monitoring where people are at every day.
People against coal seam gas are not happy as a bill aimed at protecting parts of New South Wales from coal seam gas mining, including the Hunter region, has been voted down. The bill was expected to stall in the Legislative Assembly, but it never made that far, with the Shooters and Fishers Party siding with the Upper House Coalition MPs to vote the bill down 19-16. A community planting day is being held tomorrow to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Central Rankin Park Landcare in Lake Macquarie. Starting at 10 a.m, the event will include native species planting, a free barbecue, and a black butt to you wildlife display. Lake Macquarie Landcare Coordinator Jason Harvey says members of the community should feel welcome to come along.
Contact the Landcare Resource Centre on 49210392 to RSVP, but they can also just turn up on Saturday, the 15th of August at 10 a.m. Meet at the Central Rankin Park on Hasluck Drive, just near the playground that's in the park there.
In finance, the All Odds is up 30.5 points at 54.14, and $1 Australian is buying 73.94 US cents.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club, Fishing Expo, September 13.
The Newcastle Knights insist they'll be focusing on quality, not quantity, ahead of tomorrow night's clash with the Tigers as the countdown begins to the NRL finals. Winger Aku Uate says it's great to see younger players put through their paces.
They're coming through, they're training, sometimes they train real well, and I'm really happy whatever the coach or whatever he got the team plan for every week.
Jets defender Nigel Bogard has voiced his concerns over a standoff between the FFA and Professional Football Australia, warning the feud could cost the competition some major players. He fears industrial action, including a player strike, could be on the cards if contract security continues to go unnoticed by the governing body. And it'll be a jostle for fourth place in the Black Diamond AFL tomorrow when Warners Bay come up against Nelson Bay at Fane Oval. That's Sport, I'm Belinda Dallas Harris.
2 in your FM news time is 1:05.